Alice's Adventure in Wonderland. Chapter 8. The Queen's Croquet Game. Alice walked into the beautiful garden and saw a big rose tree. Some of the roses of the tree were white and others were red. There were 3 gardens standing around it, but they weren't real gardens. There were playing cards. The card had spade of them. Oh, very strange, thought Alice. Very pretty, but white roses red. Excuse me, why are you petting roses? She asked the gardens. One of the gardens said very softly, Well, you see, you made a mistake. You planted white roses tree, but the queen didn't like it. She wanted a red one. So now you must paint the roses red, or the queen will cut off your heads. What? Cried Alice, surprised. Cut off your heads? Suddenly one of the gardens said, Look, it's the queen. The queen! The 3 gardens were terrified and they threw themselves on the ground. Alice turned around, saw a large group of people. They were all cards. First, there were 10 soldiers with clubs on them. Then all the other servants arrived down on them. There were also many other kings and queens, and in the middle of them were also the white rabbit. Finally, the king and the queen of a heart appeared. The queen stopped and looked at Alice. Who is this? She said to the gnome. But the gnome didn't say anything, he only smiled. You idiot, said the queen. She turned to Alice and asked, What's your name, child? My name is Alice, Your Majesty, said Alice very politely, but then she thought, They're only a pack of cards. I'm not afraid of them. Who are these? Cried the queen angrily, looking at the 3 gardens. I don't know, said Alice, who was surprised by her own courage. The queen became red with anger and looked at Alice with fury. Then she cried, Off with her head! Off with her head! What a sense, replied. Alice looked at the queen who was silent. The queen became angry with the gardens again. Off with her head, she cried. Then the queen looked at Alice and she asked, Can you play croquet? Yes, I can, said Alice. Well, come on then, said the queen. Alice walked away with the queen, the king, and the others. When they arrived at the croquet game, the queen shouted, Go to our places! Everyone ran around her and there and lost the croquet game again. It was a very strange game. The balls were head-cone and they moved around them. We used flamingos to hit the balls, but it was extremely difficult. The archers were soldiers and they moved around too. Everyone played at once and it was very confusing. During the game, the queen often shouted, Of which his head? Oh, of which her head? Alice was very worried. I'm sure I have an argument with the queen, and she liked cutting off people's heads. I am private anyone still alive here. What a place. Alice really wanted to run away, but suddenly she saw something in the air. After a few minutes she saw that it was a smile. Oh, it's the shy cat, she said to herself. Now I can talk to someone. The shy cat's mouth was not completely visible. Who are things with you? Asked the cat. Alice waited a moment for its hair to appear too. Then she said, I don't like this silly game. We have to play with animals and then everyone gets angry and wants to fight. The Cheshire Cat looked at her and suspired. Do you like the queen? No, at all, said Alice. I think she's very... Just then she saw the queen standing near her and listened to her conversation with the cat. Alice was clever and continued, good at croquet. I'm sure that she will be game. The queen smiled and walked away. Who are you talking to? Said the king to Alice. I'm talking to my friend, the Cheshire Cat, said Alice. I don't like it, said the king, but it can kiss my head. No, thank you, said the cat. Someone must take this cat away, said the king. He called to the queen. My dear, please tell someone to take this cat away. The queen saw the whole problem, big or small, in the same terrible way. Off his head, she cried, but she didn't turn around to look at the cat. Alice wanted to play croquet again, and when she turned, she saw the execution with a king and queen. I can go off its head, said the execution. It doesn't have a body. But it has a head, said the king, and so can cut it off. Do something immediately, shouted the queen angrily, or off with everyone's head. It's the darkness cat, said Alice. The darkness is in prison. Go and bring her here, said the queen to the execution. The execution went to get the darkness. The cat's head began to disappear. When the darkness arrived, the cat was no longer there. The king ran looking for the cat's head, but he couldn't find it. Everyone back to the croquet game. The darkness looked at Alice and said, I'm very glad to see you again, my dear. Let's take a walk together. All right, darkness, said Alice, who wasn't very glad to see the darkness, but didn't say anything. Alice and the darkness walked around and talked. After some time, they heard a voice. Betrayal is beginning. Betrayal new ever heard. Ci vediamo al prossimo video. Baci, Zia Ari!